Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. Let's talk about Deadpool VR, Meta's new favorite child of the year. In this video, I'm going to discuss everything that I know and that I'm allowed to share with you about the upcoming release of Marvel's Deadpool VR. And to give some context to my knowledge, not only was I on the shortlist to receive access to the early Deadpool VR demo, but I was also flown out to Gamescom to try another chapter of the game early, as well as have an interview with the developers. This video is not sponsored, just something I wanted to put together to talk about my experience as one of the people that's probably had some of the most hands-on experience with the game so far. And if you want to see edited gameplay of my experience at Gamescom getting to test this, I'll leave a link to the video on my main channel at the end of this video. So with all that being out of the way, roll the awesome intro! Oh, we don't have an awesome intro? Oh, for the love of Ryan Reynolds. It's no secret that while Meta personally backs a number of projects throughout every year, they always hype up one above the rest. 2 years ago, it was Asgard's Wrath 2, last year it was Batman Arkham Shadow, and this year, it's Deadpool VR. So yes, in case you weren't made aware, this is a MetaQuest exclusive for the 3 and the 3S. I think this game could probably run on the 2 just fine, but the 3S is Meta's new budget headset, and if you want to see everything about Meta's response to how long the Quest 2 is actually going to last before it stops getting major updates, you can check one of my most recent YouTube shorts. Unfortunately, I don't know the full context of the story because there was a lack of interconnectability between the two demos, so I don't know everything, but I'll try to inform everybody to the best of my ability. Throughout the game, you travel to different universes as the famous Merc with a Mouth thanks to this four-armed freak of nature, which gives you the feeling of multiple games inside one, which can be good and bad depending on your perspective. It may not be as cohesive as something like Batman Arkham Shadow, where you have everything looped into Gotham, but having multiple worlds mixed together that you can travel to keeps you on your toes. So far from what I've played, there isn't necessarily anything that's complex. Just traveling to different areas, getting to mess with fun tools to make killing more entertaining, and getting to hear funny dialogue while you do it. But do keep in mind, this is only a demo that I was able to test, so everything is subject to change. You'll have moments of traveling through different obstacles, parkouring to reach your next large fights. It's not made clear as to why exactly you're committing mass genocide against ninjas and Helldiver variants, but one thing that was shown in the last demo that I had the privilege of playing was the objective during these fights is to provide entertainment. Basically, the more tools that you use and the more eye-catching that you make the death, it will classify it as minimum, average, stylish, or legendary kills, which will give you more money the higher quality of the kills that you do. Not only are there higher scores you can get in each area, but there's also secret objectives that you can collect as well. Depending on what you do during these missions on the full release, there may also be particular achievements to unlock, like getting a certain score or something else. The developers revealed to me that the game does have replayability with those secret doors, and other hidden things that the demo didn't reveal, which either means that they'll be unlocked through achievements, scores, or collectibles. Now, it's unclear as to what the secrets of this game holds. They could be anything from simple character interactions to being able to replay the entire game as a different character with different dialogue. Part of me also really wants Shrek to come out of this door that looks like an outhouse, but beggars can't be choosers. Now, the part that everybody wants to know is how does the game feel? This is a large part that gets overlooked in my opinion when it comes to discussing VR games. The way the VR game feels can be very powerful, but also differ from person to person. It's similar to that hyped feeling you get whenever you hear the right song at the right time. It just fills you with an energy that you can't explain. Or similarly to when your friend tries to make you listen to a song that hypes them up, and while they're moving and grooving, you don't feel anything. And, you know, probably also have to ask them why they're having a seizure because they can't dance. The game feels very fluid in respect to Deadpool's character. Everything from the comic book cel-shaded art style, to slicing people open with katanas, to throwing your guns at people to reload them. And especially the commentary during the fights, it all makes you feel like you're in a universe that Deadpool designed. I mean, in what other VR game do you get to hear dialogue like this?
What are the chances we're spared another wave of dipshits and the door just opens?
There are 4 statues.
Yeah, but comedy comes in 3s. Sometimes I do too. Does Mojo World have an HR department?
The entire game made you feel like the main character, an unstoppable Merc with a Mouth, making jokes left and right that you can include in anything from fart jokes to pop culture references.
Why do I sound all echoey? Ah, internal dialogue. Nice. This is CNN.
Damn, Daniel.
Pepperidge Farm remembers. Yeah, this'll be fun.
Strike first, strike hard, no mercy.
The developers also tried to stay as true to Deadpool as they could while also making it a video game with game rules. For example, when you die to the environment, you spawn a few feet behind where you died at, as if you regenerated there and it took you a while to get back on your feet. Because Deadpool doesn't technically die, but the developers wanted to be able to give a fun way to give you a game over, more or less, for sucking. Or like how your damage indicator in the game is you losing your own arms and you have to wait for them to regenerate. And while you do, you can still kick and attack enemies just like Deadpool would. So overall, what you can expect from the game is funny dialogue, traveling to unique and interesting worlds, replayability to discover the game's secrets, fluid combat, and one heck of a workout from the enemies that you have to face. Lastly, there have been a lot of differing opinions about the game online. Some people saying it looks good, some people saying it looks bad, and other people offering me a slice of pizza for access to the demo, which has made me want to discuss a bit of the controversy about the game. There are people that are judging the game for the cell shading art style, the way that the enemies react, the combat, and even the choice for the voice actor being Neil Patrick Harris. Overall, I will say when you're seeing comments like this, take it with a grain of salt. While I will say that the enemies' reactions can be more dynamic and varied, I hope that they improve on that, I personally enjoyed the cel-shaded art style and the combat. Like I said before, the combat feels very fluid, and the art style fits Deadpool's style very well. I also feel like there's just this universal pull of Ryan Reynolds being Deadpool due to how popular the Deadpool movies became. I think that they really go hand in hand. I think the scriptwriters and everybody working in the set made an amazing and enticing series of movies, and they may not have been as popular if it wasn't for an incredible and funny actor like Ryan Reynolds. However, Deadpool is a fictional character. It shouldn't be tied into one person to rely on it for everything. With VR still being a niche industry, I think it's great to allow other voice actors to be able to throw their hat in the ring for these major IPs. But during no part did I laugh any less or was any less entertained for being a different voice actor. It is important to also note that while something like the voice actor or the entire art style may not change, the demo at Gamescom that I got to test was back in August. Some of the footage that you're seeing from here is also from a different demo that was back in July. The developers are not just sitting on their hands and waiting for a release date, they're constantly improving the game and adding more touches to it. So I would advise all of you to judge the game on its full launch. It seems very easy for people to crap all over a game that they haven't even tried yet, and to be honest, some may not even want to. For example, a few months ago, I had a very angry commenter on my TikTok who said that the game was awful, and when I pressed for them to give me a reason why, they finally revealed that they said it was awful because it was a VR game. Somebody who didn't care to play VR said that the game was bad and trying to convince others that it was bad purely because it was on a platform they didn't have access to. Even major journalists are trying to convince people to not care about VR because it's outside of their realm of knowledge and coverage. Because it's pretty easy to gang up on a niche industry, right? But just like with the music example that I gave earlier, this isn't going to be everyone's cup of tea. Some people will like it, some people won't. But I find it really weird to judge a game so heavily after seeing minimal demo footage from a goofball like me. Example A.
VR with phantom pain. Hey, how's it going, dude? I was looking for the bathroom and... Okay, now that's a bit excessive. I mean, wait.
Basically, what I'm trying to say is I had a great time playing it. You may hear some negativity purely because it's a VR game, but if you truly want to know whether or not you vibe with this game or not, you can always try to buy it yourself and refund it if you don't enjoy it. Lastly, I want to wrap up everything with saying that recently on my main channel, Meta gave me my own discount code, so if you use code VRCentral on any games or hardware on the Meta store, you get 10% off. Please, please, please do not buy anything just because I personally enjoy it. Make your own decisions, and if you decide that you want something from Meta, I hope that I can save you a few dollars along the way. I appreciate all of you if you made it this far. I love all of you, and I hope to see all of you in the next one.